Hello YouTube, it is Damien, it is Bournemouth, it is Season 3 of DAMMO Does England, and we're here with you today with episode 30, and it is a game between Liverpool and Bournemouth. And my days, what a run of form we've been on in the last month. Everything is kind of clicked. We've got our goals to game ratio. Well, we got our goal difference the zero is what I'm trying to say. The next thing I am going to say is this. It is just over 15 minutes till the Liverpool kickoff. I just need to do something in order to keep my mind off this freaking game. Hopefully, we can go and still win this game at Old Trafford. Anyhow, enough of that. Let's focus on this Liverpool game, and hopefully we can give Liverpool a run of games. There has been some change of fortune and some form, and look at the run since we last met, which was obviously we lost the Wolves, we drew to Brighton. I kind of just said, look, we have to go win these games, playing the same way. We beat Burnley 3-0 at home. We actually finished chances. We're still a little bit open at the back, you know. I say that, look, the two chances they had, they probably should have scored. Butland was good. But, you know, it was a lot better from what we've seen. And then we went and beat Everton 1-0, and I was like, oh, consecutive clean sheets? You know, let's go. And then we brought in Phil Jones, obviously came in the first, registered him, and we then beat Chelsea at home. Look, they missed a lot of clear-cut chances. They put a lot wide. A lot of their key highlights were just horrible. And then in the end, we beat Preston 4-0. We were a rotated side. A few of the youngsters that I kind of signed are in there. We then beat Watford 2-1 in a great game. You know, once again, this game was a little bit more open. We were very open at the back, but Phil Jones kind of was the calm head. You know, got a 7.0. And usually in those games there with, you know, Tonelli and whoever else was playing, like Fry, that they'll make another mistake. They'll get very rash and, you know, stuff will happen. Jones seemed to just calm everything down. You know, won all these aerial battles that you kind of saw, and that was that, and we kind of held on. It was a very good performance, and I was like, here we go, a bit of run of form. Beat Swansea in the FA Cup, lost to Arsenal in a crazy game, 6-3, like, unbelievable game. Could have gone either way. It was just, like, nuts, absolute nutter-butters. Both keepers had a pretty good day, I thought, to be honest. Pickford, Butler made a few saves, and Pickford did too. But unfortunately, when you concede 6, match training is not the best. Beat Preston with a rotated squad. Then beat Palace 4-2 in what was an interesting game. Like, we actually defended quite well, and the couple of chances Palace created, they scored. But unlike previous, you know, months, we actually, when we created chances, decided to put the ball in the back of the goddamn net. Next into the game, we then played Villa, which we won 1-0 at home. Defended well. This game, however, we didn't, you know, put chances away. However, Phil Jones, yet again, you can see him with another 7.1. You know, I don't think he's had a game below a 7 yet for us. Just came out, was a monster at the back. Manzo was a monster. Melling was good. And all of a sudden, the squad looks pretty good. In terms of transfers at the moment, after getting Phil Jones in and I think that was the only one we did get in. Was Phil Jones and the youngsters. I didn't really think we really need anyone. Like, Carlos is going to be here. Heideman's pretty good. There's a few other people around as well. You know, Heideman, Danny Drinkwater's pretty good. I say that, and then this guy becomes available, which is on the ins, is Roberto. And look, Roberto is a great player at Inter. Transfer listed for, you know, it says 14. Re-transfer listed for 6.25 in this window. Have a bid for 6.25 in for him at the moment. Look, the guy is just that next level above Danny Drinkwater. Drinkwater's in great form. Heideman's in great form. Classy's even in great form, but he's rated as a Sky Bet Championship player. So hopefully, you know, if we beat Roberto in, you can bring Roberto and Danny Drinkwater, or Roberto and Heideman, and then whichever one doesn't play, plays off the bench, and all of a sudden your reserve squad is a lot better as well. I'm thinking it would be Heideman that would miss out, and then Heideman would play off the bench until Heideman grew into the potential that he has, which he kind of needs to play for that. So it's a bit hit and miss, and then Drinkwater can come off the bench. Look, these guys are all very similar, and look, that's the sort of midfield we need to build for the future if we want to build a base for us to win the title. The next one is you see Federico DiMarco coming in on a free, hopefully, if he accepts the contract, just a backup fullback, because you can see on the other side, if we go to transfers on the outs, Van Haalden got a 5.25 mil, 6.75 bid from Leicester, non-negotiable. He's rated at 47, so like the cash in on him was like super smart business. There could have been a way to say, look, we probably don't need to bring in another fullback because you can play Sessegnon there and so on and so forth. It's more the fact there's a long-term injury at left back. I don't want to really put Sessegnon there. And then the guy we did sign, which was Garcia at the play left mid, who we bought him, he's injured still at the moment and still out for another couple of weeks. By the way, very cheap, 5.65 mil. Look, guy's got good amount of pace and is not bad and happy to be here on rotation. All I wanted. right? Someone that can actually naturally play in that role, that's happy to be on a rotation contract, that was cheap, that we could sell on for a profit in the future if needs be. And Garcia kind of met that. I was like, okay, not a problem. I still want another fullback in that can play fullback. So if there is a long-term injury there for Melling, who's grown into a great player at the moment, we can put him out there. Anyway, with the way we've been playing at the moment, I reckon we're going to look the goods. However, away at Anfield, I'm expecting us to go get pumped. I'm almost hoping that we do get pumped, just a good vibe before we go and play Man United in the second. But we'll wait and we'll see. Inbox there, obviously, and we'll continue on as well and continue on into this game here against Liverpool. I'm expecting to get pumped. I don't know what to really expect of it. In terms of the Cabaret Cup, we got through Preston. It is Man City in the final. You'll see that episode at some point when it comes up, but I don't really know what to expect. But anyway, as you can see here, with 24 games played, we're on 35 points, 0 goal difference, which is huge. We're actually ahead of United. We can't drop below Leicester here today, but we can drop below Wolves if we were to lose by a big enough margin. But we'll wait and we'll see. Anyway, as you can see from that team there, I haven't picked everybody yet. Like, I would probably go in and go 4-4-2 and pick it like that. There we are. That looks like our starting 11. But Butler and Lowton, Jones and Tonelli have a really good partnership so far. Melling, Sessegnon, Drinkwater, Heidemann, Sissoko, Ponce, and Wilson up top. King's been playing really well, but off the bench. Scored goals in the Preston games as well. Score goals off the bench. I'm using King a bit more as a super sub, and then in next window, I'll buy a striker that we need. Anyway, we've been on a good run of form. Go out there and impress me, boys. I have absolute faith in these lads to go do the business. Can we go and win this game, or will it be Liverpool being way too good at Anfield yet again in the save? They're having such a good year too, Liverpool, top of the table, and there we are. Once again, the question comes up. Ponce scores like a hat-trick and then won't score again, and then scores a hat-trick. He does a lot for the team, does Ponce. I don't think it's my place to comp. I feel sorry for his, but it must be, but if you aren't getting results what you expect, it's the job. Any time to talk Mourinho down, we'll take. Anyway, as you can see, we've been trying to get through games, so I could sim this game before the Liverpool game, so we'll pause and make sure it's at its normal speed. Anyway, without having the backup winger here at the moment, as Gomez gets injured, hopefully not a thing for the future. Gomez is currently out injured in real life as well. I just don't like Gomez getting injured because I feel it's a great player. As Madden nearly scores, hits the outside of the post, and off we go 13 minutes in. As you can see, Session's not 100% fit. We really need a winger to come in and actually just do a job here. Anyway, Mo Salah's going to get on the break here, and Salah is a bit of a freak when he comes to running at people, and he's beating everybody speed. Mane now, ball back inside from Minio. That fab front three combining all there, but in the end, the effort straight at Butland, who is a little bit unhappy because Chelsea inquired for what he is. That's a great ball from Butland. Ponce is in here. He's not been scoring many goals, but bangs that one past Becker, who just stand there helpless. And from what I thought was the highlight was over, Butland goes very direct. Ponce, not for the first time either. When teams play a very high line, Butland looks to go over the top and has done it a few times. And he goes over the top here. Ponce gets there. He buries this one. And we are 1-0 up at Anfield against Liverpool, which would be a crazy, crazy result. Highlight from kickoff. But like I was saying, Butland's a little bit unhappy. Chelsea Guardiola inquired, how much do you want for Butland? And I kind of rejected the inquiry. I said, he's not for sale, don't care. Unhappy because he wants to play at a higher club, doesn't want to stay. So we said to him, if they offer 25 or more, he's worth 18. Trying to make him unhappy, he asked for like 30. He's like, no, that's way too much. In that talk, when you have the talk with the players, he, in the end, was like, look, 25, okay. Since then, Chelsea haven't even, they're not even interested in him anymore. So I'm hoping once the window ends, he'll end his, cease his need to leave, which would be great because he's an important player. He's probably the best keeper we can pick up available right now to us. And he's good enough to be a part of a title-winning squad in the future because he's a quality keeper on Football Manager. Anyway, Firmino, Mane gets there, cuts it, Salah's there. Salah won't miss. And there's the Fab 3 that I want to see in about half, there's 10 minutes, 12 minutes to kick off because it's a weird kick-off time. It's like 12:35. It's like 2:05 over in England. It's 12:21 right now, and it's 12:35 kick-off. That's great math, by the way, Damien. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I want to see that Fab 3 perform for this shirt. But right now, don't do not much Liverpool. I would take a 1-1 draw. It would be great. And then go beat United. Anyway, it's a highlight here in the 46th minute. Will it be for Liverpool or for us? Mane's header was poor. Sissoko looking over the top. Fabinho gets away, but Sessegnon will win that second one. Salah tracking back. Must be Football Manager. Anyway, Firmino heads, but Danny Drinkwater should get on it. Drinkwater into Tonelli. Tonelli now with the ball. Looking over the top there for Ponce. Won't find him. Stark heads. Fabinho now heads away. Bruno Fernandes. Very good midfielder. Salah coming inside. Sessegnon picks his pocket though. Great press from Sessegnon. Giving him no time there, Mo. And the ball into the channel is not the greatest either. It looks like it's going to be a highlight for Liverpool because we've given it away a few times here. But we've pressed Liverpool pretty well as well this half. Anyway, the ball from Fabinho into Madja is sensation. What a ball from Fabinho. And the ball from Madja continues running forward. For Madja into Firmino, who really should have buried it. Instead, he puts it wide. And it looks like at halftime it's going to be 1-1 here at Anfield, which I would happily take. I'm happy with the performance so far, lads. Keep playing in the same vein. Keep pressing. Keep being hungry for that ball. Defensively, we've been a lot better since December. Definitely a lot better since Jones has come in. I know he's a Man United player, but we have, and hopefully we can continue. Anyway, it's a corner. Stark headed, cleared. Phil Jones away. Get it away again, boys. Stark there as well. Back on it. Madja. Stark again. In the end, Sessegnon commits a foul, which is not great. Watford are beating Spurs 2-1, which actually, if we were to win this game, you could all of a sudden say, okay, you're well in this European race. Not somewhere I expected to be, as Madja puts it wide again. Who is this Madja guy, by the way? Seems to be like having a very good game, is Madja. Croatian fella. Alright, fair enough. And it's Mr. Stark, isn't it? Yeah, not Nicholas Stark. Good player as well. Some good transfer business there from Liverpool. Anyway, Melling into Drinkwater, into Melling. With a good ball out, we can probably find Ponce, who likes to come out on this left-hand side. But at the moment, not too much happening. The ball still coming on into Heidemann, into Melling. Melling now looks long for that ball to Ponce. Doesn't find him. Stark with a good touch. Back to Becker. He's good with his feet. And it's a good ball out to Mane. What a ball from Becker. Mane running with it. Mane's beaten 4. Butland, what a massive save. Made himself huge. And in the end, puts it around the post. And hits why I don't want to sell him, because I feel like as a shot stopper and even his distribution, he's quality. And there we are. Anyway, Madja, Firmino heads wide. It was always behind him anyway. It was going to be difficult. And there we are as we move to within 12 minutes of kickoff in real life football. I'm nervous for this game. I'm nervous for us to hold on here too. Anyway, Sessegnon's not looking the fittest. Melling's not having the best one. No one's really having a great one. Anyway, the ball in there, headed away, but only as far as Golovin, who's a great player. Went to Man United, my Sunderland save was unreal. Salah's there. Salah heads wide. Wow. We're being pretty lucky here. Liverpool don't really miss this many chances, but they have today. Butland's having an absolute storm. 7.6 used to be like the 9.0 back in the day. No one having a great one. I am, however, going to get Geordie Classic on for Drinkwater. He's not 100% fit, and Classic can go in there. He can do a job. He's a little bit more creative, but yet again, just someone that's on a yellow that we can get off. We don't need to be down to 10 men. However, don't have a left back on the bench, and I don't have a left back that's going to do a job, and I don't have anyone to replace Sessegnon really either. So they're going to have to just bear with. But if we can take one person off that is on a booking, we will. Salah comes inside on that left foot. What a tackle from Phil Jones, though. Read the play well. Sessegnon, though, no mistake. Back to Butland. Goes second line to Melling. Great distribution from Butland, which we talked about before. Melling's ball towards Wilson wasn't the best. Needs to put that over the top for him to run onto. In the end, that ball to Bobby's great. Butland, though, doesn't get chipped. Doesn't go down. Stands up tall. It's another big save from Butland in goals. And there we are. They've already made 3 of their changes. That's due to the injury. Cullen Wilson's not having the best of game. Ponce, however, is. Just as we're about to bring Mr. King on, Salah with a corner, backstick, Sessegnon heads away. Is it going to be a counter? It won't be. It will fall to Lovren. Lovren in the Golovin. Golovin now with the ball. Back in the Lovren. Lovren again. Still with Lovren. Can we press up here with a ball? How's that found from Minio? And it's 2-1. I don't know how Lovren's got that ball in there. I've never seen Lovren play a ball like that in his life. And Bobby's just gone, yeah, thanks for the ball, thanks for the goal. He's been pressed by 3 guys. His back's turned, and he does some weird 160-degree ball. That's unbelievable. And the back four has just been caught napping. And we are 2-1 down, which is probably not the worst result here with our goal difference intact. What I am going to do, though, is we will go for it. We will go and put some men forward. We will get King off the bench. He's been in pretty good form off the bench. And we'll tell the lads, just to get creative, see if they can get a goal. And if we concede one going for it, so be it. If we were to get 1-2-2, we'll probably just go back to a normal 4-4-2. Anyway, Sessegnon's ball towards Quinn doesn't find him. Quinn can get a ball in, though. If we can find Quinn, he'll find a ball. Anyway, Lowton's there, back from injury as well. Gets absolutely crunched. Robertson is going to go on the break here. And there's a ball into Salah. Here go Liverpool on the break. They kill us off. Mane, Salah, Firmino. Everybody's forward. Robertson's even in the box. Unbelievable. Butland, what a save. Gamble going to his left very early there for the header. And in the end, was right. Melling, Ponce, his ball in blocked. Henderson goes down. Ponce apparently if Ponce gets sent off for that, it's a bit of a joke. Because he's gone across it, he's blocked it, and then he's just gone to get the next cross back in, and Henderson's run straight over him. That is not a red ref. You're serious, right? We're just going to get King up there, and we're just going to play 4-2-3, and just look for something, but don't hold us to getting anything out of this, you know. King's quick, so maybe if we can find King over the top, you never know anyway. Tonelli's going to get there, heads to Melling. His touch was good enough to get away from his man. The ball to Sessegnon isn't bad. Look, if you can flick a ball out to the other side for Quinn, we'll be all right. Sessegnon there as well. 10-men Bournemouth coming forward. Sessegnon inside, looks the other side, doesn't find anything. Needs to be won there by Classy. It's not, but it's won by Tonelli. Tonelli's ball into Sessegnon. Off we go. Sessegnon with it. Still with Sessegnon. His ball out there to Lowton. Lowton takes a touch. Will he get a ball in? He goes for goal. What? Can't do that, Lowton. As if you went for goal from there. Anyway, Butland goes second line in the session. What a ball from Butland. Having a great game. Sessegnon's ball blocked. Falls to Melling. Stark goes through him. What two challenges there from Nicholas Stark. And Firmino's there. If he beats his man, there's numbers everywhere. Mo Salah to win it. Game over. We get hit on the re-break. 3-1. If you're Lowton, you're probably questioning why you didn't cross it. You know, he had numbers in the box, in numbers at the back stick. Even if he fizzes at back stick and the defender second guesses and slides in, he could go on the back of that. Worst case, the worst, it goes past everybody's out for a throw. Instead, we will never know what Lowton was thinking. And Mo Salah gets his 18th for the year. And this Liverpool side is running rampant now. And with us down to 10 men, it could be 4 or 5 fairly quickly anyway. Robertson there, his ball into Lovren. Lovren now into Henderson. Henderson now with the ball out to Becker. And it'll be interesting to see what goes on. Anyway, the ball to Bruno Fernandes. The ball out wide in the Mane. Mane now with it. His ball out there. Mane's ball in. Bobby, bang. 4-1. And there you go, lads. There you go. It is all but pretty much over and done with here at Anfield. 89th minute. There we are. Not the best from us. It's a good ball over the top. It's Mane there. And Mane's ball in is just quality in the Bobby. And there we are. And there we go. They've had 31 shots here at Anfield. We don't deserve... Alright, if this game continues like this, I need to speed it up because there's 4 minutes till the Liverpool kickoff game. Anyway, Henderson hits, Butland, good save. I'm going to speed it up. I'm not a fan of doing this, guys. Obviously, I don't like doing this, but I just need the game to freaking finish. Anyway, there we are. 4-1. That is the end of that. Unlucky boys. Far from pleased what I saw is what I'm going to say. Butland had a great game in goals. Everyone else not really. Look, quite hard to see what we could have done. But, you know, in the end, it does happen. But from Damien, from Bournemouth, from season 3 here, we've been on a bit of a rampant climb up the table. Goal difference does hurt, but we can make that back against Stoke and, you know, Southampton and co, hopefully. But we'll see how we go. Anyway, from Damien, from episode 30, I'll see you next time. Come on, Liverpool, as they're about to start. And hopefully we can get a win there in real life against Man United. And hopefully next time we see Bournemouth, it'll be the Cabaret Cup final. We've got a couple wins under our belt. I'll see you next time. Thank you. And if you like the episode, like, subscribe, link in the description. Go follow us on Twitch. Thank you. Goodbye.